Trapped for days in a swamp, his last cry changed everything. What happened next will shock you. In a quiet, empty field, a small dog was stuck in deep, sticky mud for 2 whole days. It had no way out. The more it tried to escape, the deeper it sank. Soon, only its head was left above the surface. Cold, weak, and scared, the poor dog let out soft cries, hoping someone would hear. But no one came. Its tiny body shivered as it felt itself sinking lower and lower. It had lost all hope. Then, something incredible happened. A young man was walking by when he heard a faint sound. At first he thought it was just the wind, but then he heard it again, a weak, desperate whimper. His heart started to race. He followed the sound and saw a heartbreaking sight. A little dog's head was barely above the mud, its big, scared eyes begging for help. The man knew he had to act fast. He rushed toward the dog, but as soon as he stepped forward, his feet sank into the thick mud. It was too dangerous to go any closer. If he wasn't careful, he could get stuck too. Thinking quickly, he ran back to his car and grabbed a long wooden plank. He placed it on the mud to spread his weight, then slowly inched closer to the helpless animal. The dog was completely exhausted. It didn't even have the strength to move. The man reached out and grabbed it, but pulling it out was harder than he thought. The mud was holding the little dog tightly, as if it didn't want to let go. The man used all his strength, pulling again and again. Finally, after one last big effort, the dog was free. Its body was covered in thick, sticky mud. It was shaking, unable to stand. The man gently wiped its fur and spoke to it in a calm, soft voice. "It's okay now. You're safe." At first, the dog was still scared, but as the man continued to comfort it, something changed. It looked up at him, not with fear anymore, but with trust. The dog tried to walk, but it was too weak. It wobbled and then collapsed again. That's when the man realized, this dog had no home. No one had come looking for it. It had no family. He couldn't just leave it behind. Then something truly special happened. The dog, despite being weak and tired, lifted its head and stared at him as if asking, "Are you my family now?" The man felt a lump in his throat. He had no doubt. He couldn't leave this dog. He picked it up gently and said, "Let's go home." Over the next few days, the little dog slowly got stronger. It started walking again, then running, then playing. Its fear faded, replaced by happiness. It had a new home, a safe place, a family who loved it. Not every animal is this lucky, but you can help. Subscribe for more amazing rescue stories and help give more animals a second chance.